In this episode I'll be explaining the Bitcoin halving, and I'll also be explaining how that could affect the Bitcoin price. So stay tuned for the rest of the video. Hello guys, and welcome to CryptoCraver, the channel that teaches you about crypto. If you find this video interesting and helpful, don't forget to share it with your friends and family, and don't forget to like it because it really does help out with the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications. Disclaimer: this video is not intended as financial advice, and you should always do your own research before investing. And now let's get into the video. What is the Bitcoin halving? To sum up in one sentence, the Bitcoin halving is just basically when the block rewards get cut in half and the new production of Bitcoin goes from 12.5 at the moment every 10 minutes to 6.25 in May. For an in-depth explanation, keep watching the video. So to fully understand the Bitcoin halving and what it means for the price, you should first have a basic understanding of how the Bitcoin blockchain works. So in the Bitcoin blockchain, miners act as nodes and they verify transactions, and each block gets added roughly every 10 minutes to the existing chain. So let's say for instance Bob wants to send 1 Bitcoin to Alice. The miner checks his account if he has 1 Bitcoin and transfers the funds to Alice's account. So the miner takes his account and updates it from 1 Bitcoin to 0 and from Alice's 0 to 1 Bitcoin. So he deducts the Bitcoin from Bob's account and adds the Bitcoin to Alice's account, and then updates the ledger, and it gets locked in every 10 minutes. So as you can imagine, the miner works for thousands of accounts, thousands of transactions every 10 minutes. So as a reward for doing this, the miner gets rewarded freshly minted Bitcoin every 10 minutes. But it's not as simple as that. The miners have to complete computational tasks. The first miner to solve the puzzle gets to complete the next block. In other words, gets the right to complete the transactions on the next block. The process of solving these math problems does require a lot of energy, and energy costs money. So miners that do get the rewards have to sell a big percentage of that part to cover the mining costs, the employees, the renting of the building where the miners are based, and all other mining costs. So, the halving. So right now the mining reward is 12.5 Bitcoin every 10 minutes or every block, and in May, roughly at the beginning of May, middle of May, that will be cut in half. So every 10 minutes right now there's 12.5 new Bitcoin minted every 10 minutes or every block. After May it will be cut in half, so it's going to be 6.25 minutes every block, or every 10 minutes roughly. And roughly 4 years after that, or 210 blocks away, which is roughly 4 years, a little bit less actually, the mining reward will be cut in half again to 3.125 Bitcoin every block. So this is going to be after 4 years from this May. And 4 years after that it will be cut in half, and then 4 years half, and then after 100 and something years all of the Bitcoin will be mined because it will halve to 0. So how can this halving affect the price? So to really understand the halving, we must look at previous events and previous halvings to really understand. So the first Bitcoin halving occurred on the 28th of November 2012. When you look at the charts, you can see that half a year before that halving, the price was trending up, but it was not going parabolic. But a couple of months after that, you can see that the price really went parabolic. So the second halving occurred 9th of July 2016. When we look at this halving, we can clearly see a pump right before the halving. And after that halving, you can really see the price consolidating, and only after the price shock kicking in and then pumping. So what will happen in this halving? Well, no one knows for sure, but when we look at previous halvings, we can clearly see that the halving did have an impact on the price, previously to the halving and also after the halving. I believe this halving will have a delayed effect, so maybe we will have a pump before the halving because of the media hype and people's interest going up, but I think afterwards we might have a slight drop, and then the supply shock will kick in later on in the year. So when we look at the first halving, we can see that the price rallied for over a year and then broke the old all-time highs, and after that formed new all-time highs. When we look at the second halving, we can see the exact same thing occurring again. So the halving happens, price gradually starts going up, then it breaks all-time highs and sets new records. And I believe the same thing will happen in this halving, only slightly longer. So right now you can imagine per day there's over tens of millions of Bitcoin, new Bitcoin getting minted, and most of that Bitcoin ends up on exchange. When that gets cut in half, there will be less pressure on the exchange on the Bitcoin price. So when new buyers come in, they can really push the price upwards. So I really hope you like this video. Don't forget to comment and share this video with your friends. If you like the video, don't forget to like it. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.